What's up, guys? This is K-LO, and normally I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, but we are back to cook up some more gaming news here on Community Kitchen. And who better to join me? Honestly, you should be head chef today. Aden, why don't you say what's up?
What's up, guys? How's it going? If you like our content, you should totally subscribe.
That would be nice. And I think the world threw you a bone last night because that state of play, albeit I have my thoughts on it. Share that somewhere else. You might want to stay tuned for that. But you got some Borderlands news, and you have awoken, and you've dissected this trailer top to bottom, got some new
I have.
details to kind of figure out. You're posting articles on Game Sandwich. Go check those out. But I want to first ask you general thoughts on this trailer, and we have a release date now for this game. Speak of, right there. What do you think about this all?
Okay, so I love the new trailer. It definitely shows off more of the high intensity gameplay that I was hoping that it would have. The gameplay definitely feels like a step up, like looks like a step up from Borderlands 3. Instead of just having a slide, you have slide, you have grappling hook. It at one point it shows a double jump after the grappling hook and the ability to like throw grenades and still fire after that. So it really shows that they're trying to increase the intensity. So I'm absolutely in love with that. But also I'm glad that the story seems to be more grounded and actually like not goofy like in 3.
Those Borderlands 3 is like trying to capitalize on the times it came out. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was what, 2017 ish, right? Somewhere around
I
there.
don't remember the
I
actual release date.
I am totally lost for time with.
Let's see. It was 2019, so not
Oh,
2017.
I was
No.
close enough there. But yeah, like everyone's trying to capitalize on like streamers and all that. They heard the feedback. Obviously, it looks like they're gonna nail this one. I also, real quick, want to touch on the art style that everyone was like freaking out in the original trailer. Are they going away from the cell shaded kind of deal? Clearly, it's here and it looks better. Like it looks cleaner,
Yeah.
all while maintaining that classic Borderlands look and feel. I mean, I'm looking at this gameplay. It looks crisp, it looks ready. And that was our thing for Borderlands 3. We were like, there's nothing wrong there with the gameplay and like how things look. It was just the story. And
Yeah.
now this looks like the combination of they got the gameplay, potentially they got the story, and here we are, Borderlands 4. I'm hyped.
Yeah. No, I'm hyped too. I am stupidly excited for it now. I'm actually very excited to see the Vault Hunters. I have the hype there now. I'm not as pessimistic as I was whenever Borderlands 3 was coming out. I mean, even with the characters in Borderlands 3, I was not excited. I was not excited for Flack. I wasn't excited for Zane really. Like I was excited for him just based on his name.
Yeah.
But once I saw his action skills, I was like, he seems pretty mid. Same thing. Like I end up enjoying Moe's and Amara the most, just because they feature that more high intense gameplay, and you can actually do a lot more with them. But this one seems like the Vault Hunters are more well rounded, and it definitely looks like we're getting multiple action skills again.
We're going to touch on a lot of that in a little bit, but real quick, again, September 23rd, we're getting this game. And real quick, though, out of all the games mentioned yesterday, WWE 2K25 pissed me off the most, just because the island.
Oh,
Whatever.
okay.
Whatever.
I get you. I get you.
We're not talking about live service. We're talking about this game. I Again, you called it here for September for Borderlands 4. That leaves GTA in October, November, somewhere around there. This is all good news. Now, we've been kind of doing a little bit of pre-work behind all this, forecasting who these Vault Hunters are going to be. And again, like you said, sometime in the spring, we're getting this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I hear they're doing like a specific PlayStation thing for Borderlands 4, or is Gearbox doing their own little direct, here's Borderlands 4, and that's it?
They specifically said that there's going to be a Borderlands 4 state of play in the
Yeah.
spring. So at that point, that's when we're going to be seeing a breakdown of all the Vault Hunters. We're actually going to get to learn everything about them and see a little more of the story. So I'd be excited for that time because at that point there won't be any more speculation.
Exactly, and honestly, I just can't wait to see more. So now this is where I pass things off to you, and I'll be at mission control here as far as dissecting this trailer goes. I just want to give a peek behind the curtain. Aden, as soon as this trailer dropped, was on every single frame, and I can't thank him enough for that. So without further ado, Aden, you're going to take the reins here. Where are we jumping to first in this trailer? Albeit,
Well,
just
to
kind
be
of.
honest, I have Borderlands burned into my retinas now because I've gone through frame by frame on this trailer like maybe 5
He
times.
definitely has. I'm just putting it
But,
out there. So you want to
but let's just
jump?
start at the beginning, though.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to the
Just,
beginning. I
just
think you
go
said
all the way to
around
the
8.
beginning. Now, just right there. Now pause it. Let's go frame by frame here.
Frame by
So,
frame.
just continue forward to when it opens.
Pop, 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 pop. Oh, we're going
Okay.
backwards. No, are
No,
we?
come on. Okay. So we're getting it open here. As soon as it opens and you see the sides pop out,
Oh,
I want to point out that the money that shows up on the sides,
right
it's
around
different
here.
than what we're used to from Pandora. The money there actually does not have Marcus's face on it. That's what it used to have in previous games. Now it doesn't. So we could be seeing maybe a different currency. I'm not sure there. But
Also, I'm just
I
noticing this
also.
gun clipping into the
Oh, really?
into the box.
I was focused on so much I didn't catch that. Wow.
It's the little details you got. I'm just looking at the big flashy colors and stuff. But proceed.
But if we continue forward, wait till it actually goes to the next scene here.
All right.
Like we're looking at like 10 seconds from what I marked, but
10.
it's a little bit before this. It's that gun, but it's a little bit before that. So right here, if you look at it, that projectile that comes out, that is a new type of gun right there. It's shooting some sort of like a saw blade looking thing, or
Yeah.
maybe bear trap or something. Like it looks kind of like a bear trap, like ring that could close shut like that. But that could be a new gun brand. Not sure, or it could be a revamp of a gun brand. To me, it kind of reminds me of the Children of the Vault weapons.
Ah.
So it's very much possible that maybe there's like a special Kairos brand or something like that,
Ooh.
or maybe specific to the Ripper clan.
I was thinking, we were just playing Borderlands 2. One of the weapons is the saw blade kind of thing, the attachment.
Yeah,
Maybe that's a deviation from here. Although
maybe.
the thing just keeps going too. So like obviously, I mean, look at this person. They don't exist anymore. But the thing keeps going in the background. So maybe you can get some collateral damage there.
Yeah. Now continue forward. Like we're looking at like 11 seconds on the next one.
11 seconds.
Yeah, but it's going to be a little bit more forward from this. So, right around this area, like here, look at the bottom right corner. You see those symbols,
These things right here.
but you also see the laser that's coming down.
This
Now,
guy.
just guesstimation here, that's probably like they're firing a rocket, and I'm assuming that that's just warning symbols that, hey, you're about to get shot. Because as soon as they move away from that laser, those symbols disappear off to the right with the laser. So
So
I'm
we're looking at
assuming we
this
get like
bottom
some sort of
corner.
like a warning system that tells us, oh, hey, you're about to get shot.
Ideally, that could be something. It from like basic gameplay knowledge of like what shields kind of look like, it could signify that. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 different symbols there, so that could very well be it.
And then if you continue just a little bit further, wait till that enemy dies. As soon as they die, you'll see. You see what pops out of them right there.
This little
Or
floaty
not,
object.
not right there. That's a grenade. That's a grenade. My bad. Wait till they actually die. I was mixing it up.
This thing.
But right
This little
there,
red
yeah,
thing?
you see that? That appears multiple times throughout the trailer. There's 3 instances where I've seen that, and it looks like a shield, and it's marked with orange, kind of like a legendary almost.
Yeah.
So I'm debating what that is. I'm assuming it might be for armor, possibly. Like instead of just shields, we also get armor that we can apply.
Oh, okay. Because like
There's a
right there,
possibility.
it looks like a shoulder piece or whatever, something like that.
But each one of them looks like that, where it looks like a piece of armor.
Well, do you remember Zero's like attachment or his class mod? I think it was
Yeah.
his like elbow thing, if I remember correctly. It was his like elbow pad or whatever. So maybe that's kind of like a follow up here. Maybe for I don't
Maybe.
know. I don't know who's playing right here. This.
Right here, this is the brute, or the guy who
Okay.
wields like the double axes.
Oh yeah, because in the few frames we're
Yeah,
gonna be getting
yeah.
exactly
You see
there. It
the double
is.
axes again. Exactly.
So badass. I love this guy. This is gonna be the guy I play as
Yeah.
first.
Well, just wait because later on you get to see like possibly another action skill of his, and it looks awesome.
I mean, the axes had me, but clearly as days go on, this guy's
Yeah.
looking pretty
But
fun.
again, we just see the red axe being thrown. Like I want to see the cold axe be thrown at some point. I would love to.
Yeah, because he takes. I want to say, yeah, that one kind of dissipates, and then
Yeah,
we
that one
go into.
disappears, turns into those orbs, and then you just throw that red one. Now,
Alright.
around this area, you continue forward just a little bit more. This point, you're playing as the Blade Dancer, the guy that, like, in the original trailer was, like, running around with the two blades on his hands.
Yeah.
Now, like, you can see he's using a TDR weapon. He just obviously throws it. But,
Boom. Direct contact. I love the freeze frames.
again,
I love them.
but, like, again, here, see, you see that
Oh
shield.
yeah, right there.
You
That's a
see that
good
little
picture
shield
of it.
thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, again, not sure what that is, but like I said, I think it might be armor. But then also, you see from him too the yellow marker. That's money.
Yep.
Now, if you look at the old, the previous one, the money was showing up with a white marker. That's showing up yellow. So I'm debating whether or not we're going to have multiple types of currency in this game, or multiple rarities of currency.
It could depend too. Do we know any further information of like, hey, Borderlands 4 is there two separate like I don't want to say galaxies, but you know what I mean? Like as far as they're two different places, obviously there's going to be two different currencies, maybe something like that.
As far as I know, it's only set on Kairos,
Okay.
and I believe that's the only place it's going to be. So it could possibly be two different currencies, maybe one for the timekeeper, maybe one for the Rippers, maybe one for the alien faction, like
Yeah.
who knows.
Okay, so I think we're going to go a little
But
further here.
yeah, right here you also can see him pull out his action skill where
Ooh.
like two guns materialize and he fires what looks to be like a cold blast. I'm assuming it's going to be cold element, but no guarantee. It just looks like it's the cold element.
So is it the right or the left gun? Because the right one kind of just
So
pixelated up.
the left one is the one that he pulls out. The
This one.
right one is pixelated just because it's a respawning TDR weapon.
Ah, got it. Oh
So
yeah,
it's
there's the cold
digitized
blast.
right there. But then he does like a cold blast with the left arm, and it does like a Nova effect there.
Yeah. Okay. I
So
see
I'm
it.
assuming that is another action skill of his. You see, he has that like HUD thing. Now, like pause it here, but you see, he has that HUD thing right there,
Yeah.
like how he had in the other trailer. So you can tell that that's probably his action skill. And instead of having those like blades, he has a gun. So I'm thinking two different action skills here. One where he like goes around with the blades. One that he uses a gun. Maybe a third one where I don't know. Maybe he has like some sort of punching or something. Who knows?
These classes across the board
Now,
have been pretty damn good. Like as far as like I'm gonna want to play each and every one of them.
oh, same. And then right here, you moved a little bit like forward. Right here, you see that this is the siren, and she's holding some sort of purple like element right there. She ends up hitting that enemy. He just immediately turns to just gore. It just becomes a rib cage, basically. But if you pause right here, you can see she has no tattoos.
Right here.
Again, very clear as day, she has no tattoos there.
No
And that is
tattoos.
something that, like, I pointed it out. There are people on Reddit who pointed it out that she could be artificial. And that glove on her arm could actually be, like, pumping her, like, full of iridium to give her siren powers.
As much as like theories go, this is one that I could. You're selling me on this way too much. Where it's like
Yeah.
I'm seeing it clear as day. Also, these two frames I've been jumping between.
Oh, yeah.
I
He
mean,
just instantly
everything.
becomes blood and gore.
And
And
there's
see,
another
there's
one.
another shield.
Yep. And there's
So like
other
they seem
things.
fairly common based off of this. The shields seem fairly common. So that's why I'm thinking maybe it's like armor or something. So we'll have like health, armor, and shield or something. Or maybe you have armor or a shield, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at her arms, but I'm not seeing any tattoos and
Yeah,
practically
there's
any of
two
them.
instances. There's two instances where you just see her arm plain as day. Now we're back on the big guy.
Big guy.
And with this, you'll see that he has those same orbs. They start swirling around his robotic arm.
Yeah, these things, right?
And this is where I think his second action skill comes in because they go around his arm, he flexes, and then he just punches.
He's so badass. Like
Yeah,
what?
like,
Like
see,
look at this. This is Aura.
yeah,
If I've ever seen it, this is the guy.
yeah, he
Uh,
just flies forward, delivers a punch, and then there's just a flame ring that just spawns out of it.
I mean, come on,
So
come on.
I am assuming that is a second action skill. If not, then maybe it's like melee augments, but it looks more action skill like because
Oh
it
yeah.
has those same orbs.
It looks like the charge up ability, like whatever that may
Yeah.
be for any other character. Um, so we're gonna jump here a little bit.
Now, there wasn't anything that I saw here. It was just somewhat like him shooting a weapon
A little
again.
pistol.
But right here, I noticed he throws the T-Dura weapon again. Now, and if you go forward, you can see it splits into two.
Oh, wait, right there. Like as
Yeah,
soon as it leaves his hand, boom, there's two right in the
yeah.
center here. Here's one.
So it looks like
Here's
we
two.
might get new T-Dura weapons where like they split into multiple and start like exploding and going off in different directions, maybe.
Oh, and what's this purple thing right here?
I'm assuming that is just going to end up being like just a purple rarity item of some sort, maybe a like class mod or maybe shield something, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then right there, you can see I'm just excited just because Suicide Psycho's return.
Yeah, he's also holding like a weird skull thing.
Yeah, like I'm just excited for the Suicide Psychos to return. But
They're
you can
going out
see
with a
clearly
bang.
that he just blows himself up. And then there's a little jump here, but it's just at the end of this. And I loved this detail right here, and I loved how they did it in general. This right here is the engineer or like the tech lady you were referring to and stuff. This is her. So like she jumps back, and then you can see that she's gonna land in water.
Okay, I'm trying to capture the moments. Also, do you think this means she has a jetpack or something like that?
Okay, so there is a double jump, so I'm assuming that yeah,
Little
she could have a
boost thing.
jetpack, but I'm assuming that she's gonna be the only one that can like fly or like glide or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I
But
can.
yeah, if you go right here, like see, like it does like a oh hey, you're dead kind of effect when she hits the water.
Yeah, because
Kind of
this
just
looks like
blacks
the
the screen
shield
out.
breaking. Yeah.
Yeah. But as soon as it goes in the next scene, you can tell, hey, we can swim now. Which is amazing because I'm sick and tired of jumping in water and dying in these games.
Yeah, water is the enemy. It's like Red Dead Redemption, where you just kind of. Oh,
But
there we
yeah,
go.
right here. You can just let this part play right here. Where like they show that you can actually swim.
Yeah, because if you go backwards here a little bit, you're underwater, which you've never
Yeah.
really seen in Borderlands before.
Which I'm debating whether or not there will be underwater exploration now.
I think that almost means we're gonna get like a stealth kind of thing where it's like you gotta infiltrate the base, but the only entrance is through the sewer. Which this
You know,
looks
I
like
could
a
see
bit
that.
like as generic as it is, but like, come on, like that's gaming 101 right there. And you're
Yeah, I could see it.
like you're in a base right here. I assume this is the siren. No?
Yeah. I believe no, this one's not the side. This is still the tech lady.
Tech. Are we sure? Because this might be the Blade Dancer. The
No,
other
no.
guy.
I don't think maybe. I could be mixing them up right here for the moment.
Yeah.
But
Oh, there's another one of those things.
yep.
And I
Yeah,
think
and then
he was-
there see here, this is the Blade Dancer, if we still want to keep calling him that at this point. But
Sounds
he uses
cool.
the grappling hook. And Like right here, you can let it play out too. You can see the double jump in action.
So he'll climb up here,
Like,
and then he
see,
won't land, but
lifts
he'll
himself up.
trying to. Oh, there we go,
Yeah, see,
right there.
double jump in action right there. He shoots, does the double jump, and then flies over, even throws a grenade.
I mean, come on. Like, this mobility in this game
Yeah.
is gonna be insane. Like, if we're talking grappling hooks, that's one thing. I just finished up Halo Infinite, finally. I love the grappling hook in that game. And it just
Oh,
made
it's amazing.
moving, traversal, everything so much better. And stuff like that is why I'm like, okay, this is gonna be, like, an absolute banger.
Oh, hell yeah. Then right here, this is where we finally see the engineer, like Tech Lady's action skill.
This thing.
And I really want you to notice her action skill when it comes together right here. You see like little bits of like every element. Like it's
Yeah.
all multicolored. So I'm assuming like, and this makes me think even more, other than how she's dressed, that she has ties to Maliwan, just solely because her like orb like just come brings together like every element, and then when it hits the enemy, he turns like multicolored.
Right here.
Yeah, like he ends up turning multicolored.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, maybe he gets affected by every element or something with it, or like selected elements or something, because she can like manipulate what elements her orb actually does.
And he stays that color because like he's
Yeah,
dead, his items are up in the air here, but like he's clearly like
yeah.
whatever this effect is. But
So there could be like a lingering effect too, where like maybe nearby enemies will get affected based off of him still having that effect on his dead body or something.
so now we're gonna jump a little bit to a
Yeah, and
moment
then
that
I
looks
just
pretty
love
cool to
that
me.
moment. I can't tell what enemy, like, well, what Vault Hunter that is that's firing the rocket launcher,
Oh, back here.
but I I don't think it's the tech lady. I want to say it is the brute or whatever,
Yeah, it
like the
almost.
Nordic looking guy. I want
Yeah,
to say it's him,
but he's in
but
the
just
air
the
for some
movement of that
time.
looks awesome.
He
Yeah.
he's hovering because like he's
So
not
I'm
going
debating.
down.
Yeah, like I debate whether or not we're going to be getting like an actual like jetpack for everybody, or if maybe it's like different jump types. Like
I'm
maybe there is a jetpack, and maybe there's just a double jump, and maybe there's a triple jump.
I mean, it would be cool if the weapons, like if they're that powerful, I mean, grant you, this is applying like real world physics and blah, blah, blah. But like if you're firing a more powerful gun, like a rocket launcher, it keeps you in the air, or there's like an effect, maybe, where you can like rain
That
down
would
on
be cool
people.
too.
But who knows? Who knows? This is
And then
Borderlands. It can get crazy.
right here you have it stopped on like the perfect screen right here. I noticed that there's red and there's also yellow here.
Hmm.
And so I'm debating whether or not the yellow is the blood of the alien or if it's a return of radiation element.
I mean,
There's like there's also yellow on the ground to the left over there
yeah, like over
underneath the
here.
enemy. And so I'm debating whether or not that's actually blood or if it's just radiation element and that's like left like a pool of radiation or something under him.
I mean, this looks like an alien if I've ever seen one. But,
Oh yeah.
clearly someone's exploding in full fashion here.
Yeah.
And this thing, I couldn't tell
Yeah,
you.
that's obviously a boss, and I am so excited for there to be like massive bosses again like that.
Yeah, that's what makes like the battles fun. But we're back on the
Then
siren right here.
yeah, Siren again. This is her action skill, it looks like,
That is
with
so
her being
badass.
able to just summon an astral projection of herself. But like it makes me think that she's the leech siren.
And then she's
Like
got
it
this
makes me
weird
think that she
scythe.
maybe has yeah, like it makes me think she maybe has leech powers because like maybe she summons that and it goes around and leeches enemy like health or something, from slicing enemies.
I'm going crazy. I thought I seen a symbol,
No.
but whatever.
Well, back it up here a little bit,
Backing it up.
and it's right before this, right here. You can see slowly. She
Boom!
swings her
Right
arm.
there.
She has the throwing knife.
Nothing.
One, I love that she has a throwing knife. I'm glad that those are in the game. And I have a feeling they're probably going to be Jacobs. I feel like they'd be Jacobs or Tedior
Yeah.
branded, but also there you go, Siren again, no tattoos.
This synthetic siren theory is slowly becoming more and more my favorite thing about this.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot here. Obviously, it was like, what, a minute and 12 seconds to kind of dissect
yeah,
here, but I mean, for the most part, they're doing everything right. Knock on wood. Gearbox is doing the right thing here. But as far as everything else goes, did you notice anything, or is this trailer
no,
set to go?
that is everything that I have seen. Again, super excited for it. It really does look like everything is going to be a lot more fast paced. Absolutely love the direction that they're going with, like with the action skills. They all look really fun, and I'm just excited at this point to play any of the Vault Hunters. But really, most like the one I'm most interested in now at this point, other than the Siren, is the engineer, like the tech lady.
Yeah,
Just because having that multi-element, like just massive blast, just looks amazing.
it does. And I'm still looking at. Also, too, real quick, the amount of different weapons. I know Borderlands always kills it as far as like how many weapons are in the game, but each and every one of them look cool. They look fun. I'm still kind of hoping for like customization as far as paint jobs go or something like that. But I know at this point I'm just nitpicking. No, Borderlands 4 for me. I mean, it was expected. I'm going to be hyped for it, but the more I see of it, the more I'm like, yeah, this feels like Borderlands. This is what I want.
Oh yeah,
I mean, come on, look at that. Look at the weapon on the left, that blue one. Like, oh, it's all amazing.
oh yeah. Like it definitely is looking amazing, and I'm excited for the state of play where they just break down all the ball hunters because I really want to know if they're going with multiple action skills or if these are just augments that we're seeing. But
Yeah.
it really feels like multiple action skills again.
And
And if they do that, I'm hoping they don't do the same thing like in Borderlands 3 where like they kind of mess it up. Because I liked the multiple action skills, but at the same time, it like with Moe's, I didn't really like it because I didn't like that it was only weapon switching, and then she technically only had two action skills, and like I'm hoping each one of them gets treated fairly. Is really what I'm saying.
it's in this trailer, it's kind of like blink and you'll miss it type moments, and they're doing it for a reason, obviously, because then people like us will sit here and dissect every single frame. But yeah, that direct, which is also weird that it's just PlayStation, like a state of play just for this. They're following Xbox. I would do Borderlands, like I would do a whole direct based on that, but who am I? I don't know much about video games apparently. But yeah, do you have any closing thoughts here?
Nope, not at all. Other than like, if you are hyped about Borderlands 4, hey, leave a comment below. Let us know what your Vault Hunter of choice is going to be, what you think of the trailer, and what you think of the idea that the siren could be artificial. And if you think she's artificial, then subscribe to us because hey, we need those subscribers.
Technically, we've been putting out these Vault Hunter breakdowns, and I haven't seen anyone else kind of put a video out there about that, so maybe you heard it here first.
I mean, I have, but I also follow a lot of Borderlands stuff. So
Jedi mind wipe. What they don't know won't hurt them. But that about does it here for this episode of Community Kitchen. We hope you guys enjoyed. And remember, if you're new here to Game Sandwich, drop a like, subscribe to us, and if you want to talk more about video games, join our Discord because the links to that is all in the video description down below. But as of right now, I've been K-Lo, joined by Aden, and we'll see you guys next time. If you enjoyed today's video and want more content just like this, consider subscribing to Game Sandwich for all your news, rumors, and reviews. And we'll see you guys next time.